All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome into my official MLB Logo rankings of 2023. And yes, I am using the tier maker to do this, but I am going to rank every single logo in all these tiers, and then I will rank them, one up against each other, and they're all going to be in a row from best to worst. What are my official logo rankings for 2023? This is obviously just my complete opinion. It's a fun little video. You've got the best of the best. You've got some nice little solid logos. You've got the boring ones. And then you've got the straight up bad logos. So we're going to begin with the Anaheim Angels. So for the Angels, I'm probably going to say boring. It's just an A. You got a nice little halo around it. But you could kind of argue maybe it should be solid, but I don't think there's enough going on there to make it solid. Next, it is the Diamondbacks. So I actually really like the Diamondbacks logo. It's got the little fangs right here. It's got the A. I love the color scheme. That's another big aspect to logos is the color scheme. And you've got something like the Diamondbacks, the aspect of it. So very, very clean, very simple. Both of these are A's, but I think this A looks a lot better than this one, if that makes sense. So I'm going to say solid. The Orioles, they hit it out of the park. I think they probably have the best logo in baseball. Spoiler alert. It'll probably be my number one logo, so I'm going to right now put it obviously in best. It's just so clean. It's so easy to recognize. You've got the orange and black. It's a great color scheme, and just the way it looks, I just think it looks amazing. The Blue Jays is another one that's really, really good. They've rebranded a few times. I know whoever made this has the circle going around it. That's not their primary logo in real life. It's actually just the Blue Jay with the leaf, and there's nothing behind it, and that's what I really like. But like the Blue Jay, really, really cool. Both of these are similar in terms of they're both birds, but I do think the Orioles is a little bit more clean. But you could make the argument. Both of those are really nice. Next is the Red Sox. The Sox, it's so clean. It's so nice. They also use the B logo as well. I think this should be their primary logo they use for everything. It just looks so good. You've got the red and the white. Very clean, very simple, but it fits. It's unique and it's clean and it's everything you want in a good logo. You could make an argument it should be in front, but I'm going to put it there. The AL East, not only is it a really good division in real life, they have amazing logos. The Braves, very, very clean. You've got the cursive A. Look at this. This is 3 straight A's. I'm just going to rank all the A's in the same. Now, I'm not going to do that. But, it's very clean. I think you should probably put it in front of the Diamondbacks logo. Kind of the cursive thing. You've got the all white, and then you've got kind of the, you've got the dark blue, navy, and then the bright red on the border. I like that look a lot. The Cubs, I'm going to say probably bad or just boring, just because it's a circle. Guys, when it comes to the circle design, I know the Blue Jays have the circle, but in their primary logo, they don't. But just overall, the circle design, I don't like. The Cubs one, I think, is okay because I like the color scheme, and you've got the big C, over the UBS, but I'm probably going to move it towards the back of boring. The White Sox is elite. It's just an elite logo. It looks really good. I'll probably put it second. That is just a really, really good. It's got the Sox logo right there, but it's in like some crazy Roman Gothic numerals. Very, very nice design. Very nice font. It's exactly what you're looking for. You've got the white and the black. Just really, really good color scheme there. The Reds, I'm going to say towards the back of boring. Actually, you know what? Maybe towards the front. We got to respect the Reds a little bit here. You've got kind of the oval shape. I don't think that design really works when it comes to a logo, but I don't want to disrespect the Reds too much. Yes, the Reds. It's not terrible. We're not going to put it in bad. The Guardians, I like the Guardians' new logo. I know other people don't like it. The flying baseball. Does it look minor league? A little bit. It does have a minor league feel to it, but I just think because it's so new and I'm not used to it, I kind of have a soft spot for it because it's like we haven't seen this. I'm not used to it yet. When I get more used to it, maybe it'll move down. It is, a little bit minor league, just like a flying baseball. That it kind of doesn't fit, but I think it's solid right now. The Rockies, I like the Rockies logo. It's very simple, but it does kind of The color scheme I like. The way the C and the R are kind of the font, I like all those things. The Tigers is another one, I think very similar to the White Sox. It's just really clean. The font of it is amazing. I'm going to put it in the best tier as well. The Dodgers, I think, is a good logo. I'd say solid. I'm really not a fan of logos including the entire team name, but it does have the baseball. It kind of, you can kind of see how it's being hit right there. So I think they do a good job with the Dodgers logo. It makes it really unique, just the way the baseball is kind of into the letters and stuff like that going out. Next, we have the Astros. So I'm going to say the Astros is bad. I just hate the circle design. We don't need to see that it's Houston Astros. It's a logo. It's supposed to be short and sweet. I think the Astros would be better off removing the circle and just keeping the H and the little star and making that their logo. Next is the Royals. I think it's bad as well. It's kind of an interesting idea. It's like, this is my thing that I would pitch the Royals. You've been so bad for so long. I know you made back-to-back World Series, but when you go to the new ballpark in 2026, you've got such a good idea, like the Royals. You could use a crown. It could be a great... Why not go through an actual redesign, design a new primary logo with a crown, keep the same colors? Maybe it's time for a bit of an update. I don't know. I just think it looks old and bad. Miami recently went through an update. I think Miami's new logo is very, very nice. Maybe that's unpopular, but I do like Miami's new logo. You've got the fish. You've got kind of the blue with the black with the red with a little baseball design coming into it. And then the Miami, I think it looks clean. So I'm going to put it in solid. Next, the Brewers. I got to be honest. I mean, this is a good logo for sure. A lot of people put this, maybe it should go in best. We'll put it at the front of solid. The issue is I think the Brewers actually had a better logo earlier when they had the M with kind of the wheat thing, like the corn. That's just my opinion. I know they went back to this logo and everyone loves it, but I do think the other logo looked better. This one is still good, though. Next, it's the Twins. It's probably one of, if not the worst logos in baseball. It says Minnesota Baseball Club. I just think it's tacky, It's like the whole thing with the Washington football team. Like, can somebody help me understand? People actually liked the name Washington football team. How can you like that name? It's not a name. There are 32 or 30 different football teams in the NFL. Football team is not the name of a specific team. You can't call yourself a football team because the Cleveland Browns are a football team. The Miami Dolphins are a football team. You can't claim to be called everybody's a football team. It's not a name. How do people like the name Washington football team? There's no name. So what is your name? Washington what? Football team. The Patriots are a football team. I don't understand where the appeal of that comes from. But getting back to this, they're calling it the baseball club. I just don't like that, and I don't like the circle. The Mets, I do like the skyline. I don't know what to do with the Mets. We'll put them in boring. No, I do like the Mets. I'll be honest. I like the Mets logo. Yankees, you got to say it should go here. It is a bit of a circle, but it is legendary. You've got the white with the red with the blue. Come on, Yankees Dodgers World Series matchup. I don't think that's going to happen this year. Maybe when the Dodgers get Ohtani. Maybe when the Yankees get a new GM. Next, it's the Athletics. Yeah, the Athletics, I like the name. The logo with the circle, I'm not going to like that. I don't even think this is the Padres logo. I've really never seen this. Like, what even is this? Come on, you got another baseball club? This is not their primary logo. It's just the SD. That's their primary, but I'm going to put it there. I think the Phillies have a solid logo. I like it. You've got the bell incorporated. I think they should just remove the Phillies. Like, just keep the bell. Maybe add, I don't even know if you need to add anything to it, but I would just remove the entire Phillies in cursive and just keep the bell, and I think that would be a really nice logo. We don't need to include the team name if we see a bet, like when we see this, we know we're talking about the Red Sox. When we see this, we know it's the Tigers. When we see this, we know it's the Orioles. We don't need it spelled out. We're not, we're not kids. We can tell. Pittsburgh, I can't do it with Pittsburgh, man. It's just, I'm going to put it second last. It's just really bland. I understand you want to keep it simple. This reminds me of formerly the Cleveland Indians Block C. They were like forced to rebrand. There was like a time period where the Indians, it was like not acceptable to have, the Chief Wahoo, but they were still called the Indians. So they like did a half-ass rebrand to a Block C. That's what this reminds me of. I think Pittsburgh needs some type of pirate logo that looks better than that. It just comes off looking like a secondary logo. It should not be your primary logo. The Giants, I just don't like the Giants, the way that it goes off. Like, it's the Giants, but then it goes off and then there's a baseball. I like the Giants colors a lot. You've got orange, white, black, but I just don't like the spacing of it. The Mariners, yeah, it's very similar to the Astros. I'll put it in front of the Astros, but, you've got the compass, you've got the navigation thing, north, south, east, west, northwest, southwest, I don't know, folks. I'm not a compass. It's all those things. But yeah, it's gonna go in bad. I just don't like it that much. The Cardinals, I think, is solid. Cardinals is very solid, very nice. It's not gonna go in best. I think the Rays is straight up boring. There's not much to it. They need to go back to the Stingray. Come on. We don't need it spelled out here. We're not in third grade. You could argue it should go in bad, but I'll put it at the end of boring. The Rangers, I think, you've got the circle. We don't need a circle. The Nationals, we don't need a circle, guys. We really don't. So those would probably be my rankings right now. You could definitely say, like, I know a lot of people would have this here. A lot of people have this there. The Guardians would probably be, like, down here for a lot of people, but I think they're good. Yankees, probably a lot of people agree they're solid. Cardinals, Phillies, Dodgers, Miami. I know a lot of people don't like Miami's logo, but I like it. Mets. I think the Mets probably are more boring, but I think all these boring ones are probably pretty good. I don't know how you can rank any of the circles up here. I just don't see it. And then the worst logo, like the best logo, I think it's the Orioles. I kind of ruined it because I had the Orioles at the beginning, and then the worst logo. I know the Twins also have a secondary logo that's a T and a C or whatever. It's encompassed, but this logo is terrible. The Pirates is not good either. And then there's all this mosh pit right here. So, guys, that is my official logo rankings for 2023. Make sure you follow me on Twitter. Link to that's always in the description. I'm, of course, the Depressed Ginger. Thank you for watching.